everybody, we're back again with another leadership review video. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. No, we're not talking about skills or what you can do to be a good or great leader. We're going to talk about leadership and service by kids and teens for kids and teens. So it's what you can do at home. It's what you can do in Harlan County, in Kentucky, in your communities to lead and serve. So first we got leadership, and this is more for the younger kids, but teens, this is also for you. And parents, if you're listening, if you implement these things in your children or in your teens at a young or early age, they're more likely to be that strong leader in the future. So first we got be an example for your peers. And that includes you parents. Be an example for your kids. What you do is what they're going to follow. And so you want them to be good in the future. You want them to be good people, successful people. So you be that in their life so they can see that and grow to be that. And to you kids and teens, that means for your peers at school, for your peers on your sports teams, whatever, you want to be that example, that good, positive example for your people around you, your friends. Number two is be encouraging and motivating. And that's a big one for teenagers, especially on social media and on your sports teams and things. Don't be downgrading people. Don't be saying bad things about them. Be encouraging to those people, positive and motivating in their lives. Number three says take time to make good decisions, and that's a big one for teenagers also, but it also applies to kids. But teenagers make more of their own decisions and tend to make some bad decisions. I know I've made some bad decisions, everybody has in their life. But take time to make those good decisions. Sit down, think it through, don't just say yes when somebody asks you a question. The fourth one says practice confidence and communication, and that's also a big one in leadership. Communication is bigger than confidence in my opinion, but it's also good to have confidence about yourself so that your peers and your followers see you as a strong, confident leader. And communication is a big thing because when you go out into college or in the workforce, you're going to have to be able to communicate with people, whether it's your boss, your coworkers, or somebody at college, your new roommates that you don't know. You're going to have to be able to communicate, especially once you go out into the world. So the last one for leadership today is always be humble and kind, and that's it's kind of cliche, but be humble and kind. That means don't be mean to people. Don't say things to people that you shouldn't say. Be humble about a situation. If there's somebody that has less than you, don't put them down for that. Always be humble and always be kind to others. So now we're going to switch it over and go to service. And for service, I wrote 5 things that you can do here in Harlan County that is a real impact on people. Even though you may not see the impact, that doesn't mean that it's not helping somebody. So number 1 says volunteer at Christ's Hands, and I know a lot of things right now are kind of slow and shut down because of COVID and everything, but once this is over, it will pass, everything comes to pass. But once this passes, you can do these things, and some of these you can do right now. But volunteer at Christ's Hands, they need people to help them serve food, they need people to clean up after people eat, wash dishes, things like that, and you can go right in the doors and say, hey, I want to volunteer when you guys have a meal, and they'll put you to work, and it's volunteer hours too. And those are good to have when you get into high school and things, because colleges do look at stuff like that, especially if you're going to play sports or anything. They want you to be a very well-rounded individual, not just academics and sports. So number 2, pick up trash on roadways. I did a community cleanup last year with Harlan County Tourism, and that was a big service project in Harlan County. So number 3 says volunteer at your Boys and Girls Club. So when you're here in during the school year, I hope we get to have after school program this year. I'll sadly be at college, but if we get to have that, you don't have to sign a volunteer packet to volunteer. When Miss Kendra or Miss Melanie or somebody needs some help organizing something or picking up toys after everybody leaves or taking out the trash, whatever it may be, volunteer to do that. Number 4 says fill up a blessing box, and that's something so simple. People don't really think about that, but Harlan County has a lot of blessing boxes in it because of With Love from Harlan, and they're filling those blessing boxes up based on donations and stuff like that. So if you go and fill that up with leftover cans of food at your house or whatever, or you ask your mom to go buy a few boxes of macaroni and cheese, just put some non-perishable food items or baby wipes or things like that in those boxes for people. That's a big help to our county. And the last one says donate old clothes and toys, and I know that's a big one for me, especially when I was younger, because I had all kinds of toys and all kinds of clothes that I have little brothers, and they would have my hand-me-downs and things like that. But I had so many clothes and toys that I didn't have anything to do with them. So if you're in that kind of situation, take your old clothes and your old toys that you don't play with or you don't feed you anymore, Give them to a kid in your community that you know doesn't have as much as you have. Put those in the blessing box. Take those to Goodwill. Take them to With Love from Harlan. They do donations in other places besides Harlan too. So if you guys can do any of that, you can. That's a big help as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned a little bit about leadership and service, and we'll see you next time on Leadership U. Bye guys.